I do have stuff to do tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see what fucking happens. Maybe I'll only be live for a few hours, but I don't know. I might be live on mine and I'll just go to sleep. I don't know. I feel like I don't need sleep. I don't know what the deal is. I wish I could sleep, but I can't. Oh wait, I need to put it on here too. If I was live, he could have texted me or something, but I didn't even, or messaged me on here, but I didn't feel like being live at the time. So like 5 minutes before the quarter hour. Since I bought the Pokeballs, I bought 100 Pokeballs. Dude, I've almost got it. I've got enough to buy 50. Damn. I'll probably find another 100 once I get to 230. See if that'll even come up if I do it after I put this up. Yeah, it does. No, that's my, what? You said YouTube Studio. Looked at it and it was just small. It said Opera, so I thought that was it. As well unmarketed. For me, just has a video out, but I don't know if he's the one that got me claimed. We'll find out. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's an ad. That is so fucking crazy. Oh yeah, there was an actual movie about it. I think in Dragon Ball Super or Buu Saga. Oh, subscriptions. What the fuck is that? Side he's on. Either way, well, he's definitely not on the side of the violence, but Well, yeah, I was like, these are all shorts. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm wondering what Masdog was talking
Meet
about.
Tirzepatide Plus, the latest advancement in weight loss, now with the added benefits of L-carnitine. Struggling with your weight loss journey? Losing weight can be challenging, especially when it comes.
Hey guys, it's been a while since we talked and had a chat. And after the events yesterday, man, I'm just like, I'm not doing great. I know you guys aren't doing that well either. And the amount of evil that we're witnessing over the last...
Yeah, man. It's the same with Luigi Mangione, dude. Like, did this guy think he was gonna be a hero like Luigi? Which is already fucked up. There are people that will probably...
Okay, so he concedes that he smells.
Strep throat.
But I fucking hate the fact that you disagree with someone, so you go and blast them away. And because of Ethan talking about them showing the video and him seeing it, I saw it, dude. The guy had to have instantly died, man. This is gonna get graphic. It's a serious fucking one. I'm not gonna show it. Hell no, I'm not gonna show it, dude. Fuck that. But I am going to talk about it for a sec, so I mean, tune out for 30 seconds, dude. He got shot in the neck and instantly, like, a liter or so of blood squirted out. Like, not like it like squirted out in a movie. It just like came out with like the pressure of a hose without a spigot on it, which makes sense. But it was instantly like at least a liter of blood. Like, it was so much. And he was instantly dead. There's no way. He pulled his arms up and he was holding onto the microphone. And then one of his fingers, I don't know if it's his forefinger or his middle finger, just extended and he fell over. So, like, there was a doctor that was saying that those contractions meant that it was like, there's a good chance his spinal cord and his brain stem were like damaged and severed enough that he was just instantly dead, because that's what it looks like and when something like that happens. And his last words were, "Are you talking?" And it's disgusting the shit he was talking about, but it doesn't mean that you should kill him, dude. His last words were, a person asked him about gun violence and about mass shootings and gun violence, and his last words were, "Well, are you including gang violence, or with or without gang violence?" And as soon as he said with or without gang violence, and then he's like, "Great, okay," and then he got shot. So his last words were like, with or without gang violence, great. Like, why does it fucking matter if it's gang violence or not, dude? You have to include, why would you not include gang violence in mass shootings when we're talking about gun violence? It's like, you can't separate that from like school shootings. It's still a mass shooting, and it's not okay, and we have a problem with it. I don't know the nuances of it. I don't know why he was even trying to separate it, but just because the shit he was talking about was disgusting does not mean it's okay. And just because that insurance provider was a disgusting piece of shit that fucking cared more about his bonuses and making money than actually helping people. The kind of people that say, oh, well, healthcare is a business. It's supposed to make money. Like, no, it's fucking not. It's supposed to help people pay for emergencies. And not even just emergencies, but, I mean, those are the kind of things. And medication and stuff that, because they keep rising the prices of medication. They're trying to rise the price of auto-injectors for epinephrine to crazy amounts. And it's just so disgusting, dude. But that doesn't mean you can walk. And then Luigi's a fucking coward. He walked up and shot him in the back of the head, dude. And this dumb asshole shot Charlie Kirk from a distance with a long rifle. He could have killed multiple people. That bullet could have gone through him and hit someone else. He could have missed and hit someone in the crowd. You never fucking know. Why would you even take that risk? But I can't get into the mind of somebody that would kill someone like that. It's fucked up. I can't imagine doing that. It's like the first assassination attempt on Trump. Another guy died because the idiot missed. But the video is so graphic, they have it from so many different angles. I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was before. I'm sure I've heard his name, but after seeing what he talks about, I can understand why it might infuriate some people. But dude, violence is, it's what I said about October 7th. If Hamas really cared about Palestine, they would have never done that to Israel, because they fucking had to have known that by them going in and attacking Israel like that, doing especially the despicable, disgusting, horrible things they did, like holding hostages and then saying, actually, we're just going to give you back your bodies because we didn't feel like feeding them, keeping them alive. And little itty bitty baby fucking coffins, dude. Like, just seeing that fucked me up. I can't imagine what it would do to a parent. And that's why Ethan was crying at the beginning of the podcast the other day. Because Charlie Kirk had a wife and 2 kids. Doesn't matter. Now those kids have no father. Is it worse to have no father over a father that's not a good father? Absolutely, dude. And I'm sure he treated his kids amazing. It doesn't matter what he was teaching them, because his kids are going to become adults. They're going to have their own, be thinking their own. If anything, now they're going to become super anti-left wing. Because they've made this a political thing, and that's so fucked up. And what a fucking coward, dude, standing way the hell back, shooting him with a rifle. What a fucking coward, man. How about you walk up to him and challenge him to a duel and not be a bitch and say, hey, I'm gonna kill you if you don't protect yourself and kill me first. But no, just gonna stand back there where he can't see me and shoot him. Same with Luigi Mangione. He's not a hero, he's a fucking coward. They were real, quote-unquote, the patriots that they fucking think they are, they would actually try to do something that's going to enact change. Murder is never going to enact change. And granted, a few days after the assassination, a massive company that works in medical insurance was implementing, I can't remember what they were doing, but they were like implementing some kind of huge price hike or implementing some kind of like massive change of like necessary things they would not cover, and they got so much backlash that they had to stop. And I don't think they stopped because of Luigi Mangione. I think it was because of the backlash, probably even from the investors. So I doubt Luigi Mangione shooting that guy had anything to fucking do with it. Or maybe because they were scared, they said they were going to do that, even though I think it had been planned for months. But maybe they said they were going to do it and then decided not to try to show, hey, well, we're trying to work with you. But either way, he didn't enact any fucking change except the change of the lives of that guy's family. Not that I really feel sorry for the insurance guy, but I feel it was wrong. And same with Charlie Kirk, I feel it was 100% wrong and a disgusting thing to do. And that's all I'm gonna have to, that's all I'm gonna say on it, dude. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Political violence is fucked up. Burning Teslas is fucked up, especially because if you really care about the environment and everything, and burning Teslas and their batteries is like the worst thing you could do for the environment. Whatever happened to a good old-fashioned fucking boycott? How about you fucking uninstall Twitter, you fucking terminally online psychos?
Tonsil stones are because you're not brushing your fucking teeth. And so he was like, oh, okay, hygiene. And I'm like,
look at him. Just look at him.
I mean, he didn't fucking have that conversation with me.
But he's not denying the claim.
Like, it's tough. I'll give you the stinky. The stinky is okay. Because honestly, I was a little stinky when I was training for boxing. I'm not going to fight it.
Dude, if he's admitting that, he must have smelled like a garbage heap. People were, according to Michael, people next to him were moving away from him.
You know?
And you're going to smell some smells in a boxing gym.
This one at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's making a concession. He is.
Yeah.
I stink.
Body odor is a thing, and I
don't know if you shower.
I didn't always, in between.
He's like, not if we shower, and then right after that, I-dubs is, well, I didn't shower.
Going to the first boxing session at the start of the day.
Don't say it.
And the next boxing session at around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
No.
I didn't always.
I like these asses, they're not they're not loud. I really love some of their products. They're really important for like me and my like texture disorder that I have.
Get to the shower. So I will accept the stinky label.
That is
but
not
any of this other shit.
Yeah, fool, like you need to brush your teeth and you like...
Wait, hold on. That shouldn't be something you need to hear from your boxing coach. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, it's almost as if I didn't need to hear it. It's almost like the other thing that he said about Anissa, which is like, whoa, who the hell would...
Excuse me,
force
I do brush my teeth. Dude, you are an idiot, a loser, a dumbass. Are you okay? You brush your teeth. Maybe.
Dude, I think I just really did get like, I don't know, that hit from Dr. Mike in round 2. I think like half of Idub's like soul left his body, or his cognizance or whatever, just left his ability to see and interact correctly with the world around him just left after that fucking hit in the second round. Which, why, like when you tried to touch gloves again, like dude, you do that at the beginning of the fight. Why were you doing that again? I know you got rocked pretty bad in the first round, but in the second round, why would you try to go touch? It's because he wasn't in the gym. It's because he wasn't training. He wasn't fucking sparring. He didn't know how. He didn't know shit.
Maybe you brush your teeth. I don't know.
Husband to spar for the honor of women.
What?
Women
Okay, we're moving on.
What?
We're being quick with
I
it.
will accept the stinky label.
Thank you for doing that. Stinky, he agrees he's cheap. This one isn't really important. The cheap one, and I guess Anissa also confirmed that he's very cheap. Apparently.
Honestly, I could be cheaper.
Oh.
I've actually gotten less cheap over time.
Oh.
I used to be very cheap. When Anissa and I started dating, we didn't have a fucking bed frame. Anissa had a bed frame at her.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. I fucking hate bed frames. I don't know what the point of them is. I don't know why you can't put a box spring in a mattress just in the corner on the floor. Move them. I mean, I don't like having space under my bed. I'm not scared of monsters, but why do you just have a bunch of empty space under your bed? What's the problem with bending down and getting up in the morning instead of just like, I know it's easier to lay in a bed, but I don't understand why having a bed frame is so important, honestly. I have one. I just don't get it. It's like, so if I have a girl over, I don't like want to get embarrassed. Because it's like, for some reason, it's considered like trashy to put your box spring and mattress on the floor. It makes no difference. It doesn't make the bed more comfortable. It doesn't, I mean, I understand if you got a really expensive bed, you don't want to like just leave shit on the floor, but it's not like bugs are gonna get to it. It's not like, I don't know. Maybe I should look that up. Maybe I should look up, is there a benefit to having a bug frame just to keep your bed cleaner? I figure if you change your dish sheets, like that'll be enough, but maybe it does keep your bed cleaner. I don't know. I've always had a bed frame. I just never understood why that was a thing.
I can see. I know what she saw in him. I can see why she was so romanced.
But
she goes to the famous Idub's house, the YouTube god, and he's sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Actually, that's not that bad on the floor. I mean, but he's a grown-up. He should have a bed frame.
I did not have one, and I was making enough money to have that shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so crazy when people are like always painting our relationship as like going down the tubes, down the shitter, is because like
it was always
I've gotten more functional and more emotionally intelligent and fucking with it and regimented with time. Like, but in the beginning of our relationship, we fucking
don't care.
Don't care.
Moving on. He's cheap.
He's always talking about how he treated her like shit at the beginning. did not, like, it's probably aren't his words, I'm putting words in his mouth, but basically I treated her like shit at the beginning, and then he's like, oh, maybe I should be better to her, and that's what he considers emotional development, why he thinks he's gotten so much more enlightened. And then he made a content cop on Ethan after he said he felt bad about his old ones, and he should, dude. If you watch them, like, I liked them when they came out, I loved them, I thought they were fucking hilarious, but I was, you know, that was 10 years ago, when I was still doing drugs and still thinking edgy humor was funny.
It says how times have...
Now that we've seen firsthand with that kind of edgy humor, with that kind of stuff, like how it affects other people that aren't people like me, that are minorities and stuff, it affects them in a very fucking real and hard way. Ethan found that out the hard way by finding out how anti-Semitism is like growing in this country, and like being edgy about it, with iDubbbz holding the sword with the swastika pointing towards the camera. Like, that wasn't an accident. Hassan even said, oh, you're picking the swastika sword, when someone else grabbed it. So it wasn't an accident. That's fucking stupid. Hassan doesn't even know Bleach. He got it because it was a swastika sword. He even said when he was buying it, oh, that's a little sus. It's got like a Swazi on it, or something. He said something like that. And then he still bought it, and then started calling it the swastika sword. And he's like, I don't watch Bleach. And now he's like, you don't know if I like Bleach or not. I could love Bleach. Well, it's fucking...
have changed in regards to liking AB and Lena.
Well, you can skip that.
Ian calls AB a people pleaser. Interesting. That's
I would
very
invite them out.
interesting.
There's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser. As long as you're not a bootlicker, you should be pleasing people. What do you want to do? Just fucking tell people to fuck off, like, and not care about their feelings at all? The hell?
To do stuff and almost never get a response. And then when I was in LA, like, I hit up AB and he's like, yeah, let's go out to dinner. And I'm
AB's
just like,
such a good guy.
yeah.
Wasn't that a nice thing of you to do? Like, Ian fucking blackballed him, and you went and got dinner with the guy.
Because AB's a fucking people pleaser.
I mean, okay, if that means being nice.
The shit talking on AB, when if it wasn't for AB, the first creator clash would have not done nearly as well. Most of the people, I was in that chat, it was all family, the whole fucking chat. It went wild when AB was in the ring. Ethan did so much to promote that. If it weren't for them, that wouldn't have been, they probably wouldn't have done a second one. Or maybe there would have been enough hype to do a second one, because the whole the Dr. Mike thing I will admit, he did have balls fighting Dr. Mike, but it wasn't a smart move. Dr. Mike's like, you probably shouldn't do this, but yeah, I'll participate if it's for charity. And going up against somebody like Dr. Mike, who has a decade or more of training at boxing gyms and sparring, and not taking it upon yourself to really take your training seriously. No wonder he got his ass kicked so fucking bad, dude. Like, iDubbbz is a lanky guy. He's got long reach. He could be a good boxer if he really trained and really tried hard. But the thing is, he was originally going to fight RiceGum, so he didn't, you know, really have anything to worry about. But RiceGum backed out. And to make that clear, RiceGum was never going to be a part of Creator Clash, but that's what started this. iDubbbz and RiceGum talking back and forth and talking shit to each other, and RiceGum like threatening to beat him up. He's like, well, influencer boxing's getting really big, let's have a boxing match, let's do it. And RiceGum pussed out. I'm sorry, shouldn't use that derogatory language. He wussed out. And Dr. Mike he called Dr. Mike to ask him to step in, which was not a good idea. He still should have trained even if he was fighting RiceGum, because RiceGum probably would have trained, hopefully, because I don't know, but that would have been a much more entertaining fight. It would have been a way better fight, but it also kind of would have changed the vibe of everybody in Creator Clash. It wasn't like any other influencer boxing. That's why, like, a lot of people were interested in it. These people didn't hate each other. They were just boxing each other. And that kind of would have changed it wouldn't probably change the vibe of any of the other fights, because they probably would have ended up the same. But, and yeah, they played up the, not a water. They played up the aspect of it where, yeah, we're going at each other, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna drive you into the ground, WWE style, not like they didn't really hate each other. And that's what kind of made it so good, is like, other influencer boxing, they get into like real beefs, or make it look like they're getting into real beefs. It's probably all fake, but it's like, kind of like low tier WWE, like wannabe bullshit, and it's just not fun. It's just not good. They made it like that we're just boxing. It doesn't mean we hate each other because we're boxing each other, and it was a wholesome event, even though it was a fucking boxing match. And the RiceGum event would have actually been, if RiceGum was fighting others, it would have been two people that really do hate each other fighting. Kind of like how in MMA, most people are actually like nice to each other. From what I hear, I don't really watch a lot, but like, what's his name? Khabib? The guy that fucking beat the living shit out of Conor McGregor. He was fighting a different fighter, and he knew this fighter's parents were in the crowd, so he got him in this arm lock, and the guy would not tap out. And he's like, well, the guy's parents are in the crowd. He's not going to tap out on them, or not going to tap out while they're in the crowd. He's too proud to do that. And if he doesn't tap out, I'm gonna break his arm. So he let go of that arm hold and got around him and put him in like a chokehold, or something like that. So the ref had to, I think it was a chokehold. That way the ref had to, he didn't have to tap out. The ref had to get involved and pull him apart. And because they can't let you fucking choke someone to death in a ring, you know. And but Conor, dude, he was out for blood. He was like beating the shit out of him while he was on the floor, and Conor was like curled up, covering his face. And he was like, what was that you said about my mom? Are you going to say that now? Say that about my mom right now. I will fucking kill you, dude. He like lost his mind, and that's why he retired. He's like, I don't want to be a fighter. You have to let loose your inner demons, and he didn't want to do it, which is what Mike Tyson also said about fighting. And Joe Rogan said when he was training for the Jake Paul fight, he was like an entirely different. He said he was scared of him. He was scared he might jump over the table if he said the wrong thing and just fuck him up. But I still can't believe Jake beat Mike Tyson. I don't care if Mike Tyson is in his 60s and Jake is in his 20s. I still can't believe he beat Mike Tyson. I still wonder if it's rigged, but I know Mike Tyson would never rig a boxing match back in the day, but now that he's in his 60s, he's just trying to get a giant bag for his family, if he has any. I don't know if he's got children or a wife or kids. I don't think so, but I'm sure he's got people he cares about, and he's just trying to get a bag. Maybe he took a fall. I doubt it. Jake probably really did beat him. But then Jake was getting cocky, saying, I could have beat you in your prime. Don't try to make excuses because you're 60-something years old. It's like, you little fucking CTE ravaged, little spoiled brat piece of shit. Like, Mike Tyson would have ate you for breakfast in his prime. And he's fought like one fighter that wasn't a retired fighter and won. And I'm not saying Jake Paul's a bad boxer. Apparently he's pretty good. I've never seen any of his matches. I've not even seen any clips of him, I don't think. But from what I understand, he actually is pretty good. But to say you could beat Mike Tyson in his prime, dude, even Muhammad Ali said he couldn't beat Mike Tyson. If Muhammad Ali was in his prime, he said there's no way I could beat Mike Tyson. And that's fucking coming from one of the greatest boxers in the history of the sport. Completely revolutionized the sport, actually. And Jake Paul saying he could beat Mike Tyson in his prime. Give me a break, dude. Mike Tyson is that guy. He's like the 1% of people that are the 0.0001% of people that is just a giant monster without needing to use steroids. that everybody that uses steroids claims they are. They're like, no, that's just my genetics. I'm this big naturally. It's like, nah, bro, it's obviously you. Like Liver King, he was saying that shit. So, and it came out, he was using like $30,000 worth of TRT a month, like, and an insanely high dose, and he was using this, like, so he was definitely juicing up. And Mike Tyson is like that actual, like, rarity that is, they're a giant monster without using steroids. That's why his famous boxing coach got him into boxing and got him off the street. I'm gonna go get water, and I'm not gonna leave this playing because I don't think it's right to leave shit playing when you're not watching it. Forgot my glass. Nice cold water. What I do, sat on my controller, what I do. What? Oh, I didn't know that you could do that.
Nice to people who want to go, who are out of town and ask you to, if you want to get dinner, I guess. Interesting.
I really think iDubbbz is trying to snipe AB and get him to come over to his side. By lying to him. He texted him when the content cop came out after Ethan went live. He said, sorry, I tried to upload it before you guys went live, but I had internet connection issues, so this was just when it uploaded, and it was obvious that was a fucking lie. But I think he was still thinking maybe he could snipe AB and try to make his podcast and grow his podcast, but yeah, fucking right. Ethan's treated him, he treats his cast members so well, and iDubbbz such a, I'm embarrassed that I used to watch him and think the NF word being written on everything and Bad Unboxing was funny, and the shock humor was funny, but I was younger then, I've grown up, and that's just not in my vocabulary now. It's, you know, but, and Hila made a really good point like earlier, he used to say it's either all okay or none of it's okay. And that was his excuse for using those words, because it's either all okay or none of it's that's not what well, whatever. I know I already had one, so I guess I didn't have to do check. Either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. No, dude. Then, because he was conflating slurs with words like fucking shit and, you know, or even like cunt and bitch, which aren't like technically slurs, but they're considered sexist now, and most people have kind of taken them out of their vocabulary too, just to respect women. Because people forget, dude, until the early 1900s, women were not allowed to fucking vote. Like, they also were, like, there really was a is still a patriarchy, just because I guess what they call third wave feminism is pretty fucking ridiculous. They want all the rights, but none of the consequences. None of the bad consequences, at least. Make sure I had one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a couple. But, and they make, famous feminists say they make the movement look bad. Like, we were literally trying to get, the right to do stuff, the right to leave the house, the right to not be raped by our husbands, because for a long time it was considered unless, maybe even if you did it with violence, but probably not, unless you did it with violence, raping your wife was not a crime. You can't rape your wife, that has 100% changed. Of course you can rape your wife. And people forget it, a half a century ago, 50 fucking years ago, women were just starting to really become kind of equals to men, but they were still looked down upon. They were still there was only certain jobs they could do. In the military, they just recently got their rights, and I've heard that Trump is thinking about rescinding women's role in combat, which is fucked up, dude, because if they pass the tests, if they can carry a body away, if they can do the things a man can do that they need to do, we don't need them to be super soldiers. They can just be a regular soldier, even though some of them might be super soldiers, a small fragment of them, but it's the same with men. Not all men are super soldiers. A lot of them are just regular soldiers. So it's not like, what do you want, baby girl? Puppy. You wanna go out? Yeah, you wanna go out? Okay, I'm gonna go let her out. I'll be right back. This video is only 14 minutes long and we're already almost halfway through it all. And when we're done with this, or maybe when I'm done with this cigarette, although it's almost already gone, but I've got another half-smoked one. That'll probably change smoke. And, you know, like, famously, even Richard Pryor regretted using the N-word so much. I don't know if Red Fox did. I can't remember if he said he did when he got older and when he was, like, his health was declining, but Richard Pryor did. He's like, I was trying to take the word back for us, to take the power out of the hate of that word, but when a white person uses it against a black person, it's always going to be hateful. So me using the word and making it more common hasn't helped anything. If anything, it might have hurt something. So he regretted it at the end of his life, but and I think that's why Dave Chappelle had such a huge crisis and went to Africa just to feel closer to, you know, where he's genetically from. And he had every right to do that. A lot of people made fun of him for it, and I kind of always felt bad for him that he felt like he had to do that. Not that I actually think he did anything wrong, I mean, and like, someone even tried to stab him on stage because of the trans jokes he made. And if people didn't lean into it, he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have made so many. He doesn't actually hate trans people. He doesn't give a shit, dude. Like, most people, most normal people don't. There's such a small portion of the population. Who gives a shit? Let them do what they want to do, dude. As long as they're getting therapy, let them do what they want to do. And the reason I say as long as they're getting therapy is because they need to be watched over, not just by a physical practitioner, but also a mental practitioner. Because those hormone changes can really fuck with your mind. Really, really bad. And, that, along with the unacceptance and the hate and vitriol and the reasons why they do it, might be why there's such a high rate of suicide in their community, which is terrible, and that's why I think it should come with therapy. But I also think everyone should do some form of therapy and mental health wellness checks.
That's
I would invite them out to do stuff and almost never get a response. And then when I was in LA, like, I hit up AB and he's like, yeah, let's go out to dinner.
No,
and I'm
AB's
like,
such a good guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a nice thing of you to do? Like, Ian fucking blackballed him. And you went and got dinner with the guy.
Because AB's a fucking people pleaser.
I mean, okay, if that means being nice.
Like, in that sense, he's calling him, like, a bootlicker, like, not like, even though really all AB was do something nice for the guy that had done something very nice for him. He's not being a bootlicker to the guy. The guy is not giving AB anything. It's not. That's not how the term people pleaser is supposed to be used. Is because usually when you say people pleaser, it doesn't mean you're being nice to people. It means you're like glazing them up when they don't deserve it. You're sucking them off. You're fucking being a bootlicker to try to get ahead. That's like why he's using it as an insult. But no, AB's just trying to be a nice guy.
To people who want to go, who are out of town, and
that's,
I mean, okay, if that means being nice to people who want to go, who are out of town and ask you to, if you want to get dinner, I guess guilty as charged.
Did I please you? Did I please you
yeah,
today,
what a
bitch?
dickhead you are.
That's why. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'd expect AB to do that, to be honest. Sorry, I got
dinner with his pal.
Fucking bastard. Yeah, AB's the kind of jackass that do that.
Fucking idiot.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like AB, all right.
He's like, that's insane. I prefer to displease people.
That's stupid.
I do the opposite. I displease everyone.
I mean, hey, give me some credit. I went to your Thanksgiving. Me and Anissa went to your Thanksgiving.
People pleaser.
All right? We had a good time. I wasn't going to come online and say that the turkey was dry and that the whole thing was shit.
You know why?
Like, I didn't want to do any of that. I was...
Sure, people pleaser.
First, we offer overnight boarding. Your pet will stay overnight in your sitter's home and not only be treated like part of the family, but treated like a...
Didn't she say no one wanted them around and they had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, nowhere to go.
So, and they felt bad for Ian and Anissa.
They hosted him.
Yes.
Yeah, what good folks they are.
I think it was Kate specifically.
So he's going on to defend himself and explain why he didn't speak up for child brides.
After I'm done eating is because
she messaged me about this child marriage thing, and this was after Creator Clash 2, and it was very importantly right after Michael Briggs requested that I be his guarantor on a loan to open like a boxing gym.
Actually, I think it was like 7 months.
And I don't know if you guys know what that means. That basically means he's asking me to be responsible.
Yes, everybody knows what that means, and we're not all dumb as you, bro.
Or like debt if he isn't able to like pay the loan.
Yes.
Now this, I want you to keep in mind. He said how embarrassing, humiliating it was that I was doing this like live stream to make up for the fact that we lost money on this event and money didn't go to charity. He was
dude, he's about to claim that they did this for money and trashed him for money, and we're scared if they didn't trash him they wouldn't get the money, but they didn't know. Ethan didn't even know that until he didn't know they got stitched, and when he found out, he's like, fuck it, dude, I already paid AB and Lena back the money, I'll give you the money too, fuck, because it's not right, and fuck it.
Aware of what was happening. He knew that I lost my fucking match. You know, I hadn't been making videos or making any money, and that...
what does losing the match have to do with it? You still got paid.
You know, obviously, I've been having a hard time online. I made my apology. Things were rough for me. But he comes in with his request of, hey, you mind being my guarantor on this loan? Meanwhile, he has no problem,
This is insane. He's like, I was having a really hard time, and I didn't get yogurt. I was upset the rest of the week because I didn't get yogurt. No, he's like, I was having a really hard time, and because you're not following everything and being extraordinarily sensitive, you asked me for a favor. You could have just said no. You could have just said, I'm sorry, we're not in a position to do that. But instead, you make yourself this extraordinary victim. And this narrative where Michael, who's asking you for a favor, which you are totally okay to say no to, right?
Complex,
as some kind of villainous...
And I'm sure Anise is on his fucking shoulder, like the devil on his shoulder, saying, yes, you're a victim, make them, treat them like shit, because they, even though she didn't actually apparently know about the child bride thing, but like the guarantor thing, I think she did. And she's like, oh no, we're terrible victims, we can't, how dare they even ask us, like, fuck them, like write a nasty response. She's like the devil on the shoulder, you know what I mean?
Con man or something like that, who should have never known better to ask you, like, bro, what? What is this weird fucking delusion?
He has no problem messaging me that, but I guess he couldn't message, hey, I could use that $5,000 bonus that you promised me. She, by the way, was very...
Now he's mad he didn't ask him for the bonus that he said he didn't deserve.
Very deliberate in saying that I promised her that.
This.
Like, that is like...
Like, he's saying because it was, like, never in writing, never in contract, it was never a thing, but that's not how it works. Verbal contracts are contracts, and if you admit to saying you did, like, in court, if they can prove, if there's, like, especially if there's a recording of you saying it or something, verbal contracts are binding.
Very specific language that she's using. That didn't happen. So I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on a loan.
Oh my
I did
God.
not have any, like,
Wow.
the idea...
Yeah,
so
I
offended. He thought you guys were
I don't
buddies.
understand what he's trying to say. I don't get it.
He's saying that he was just offended, extremely offended by the fact that he asked,
him
to be
a favor?
his guarantor.
Because he was sad because he lost his
Yes,
boxing match?
and Michael should have known better. It doesn't make any sense emotionally, illogically.
If you had won, would that have been a more appropriate time to ask? What's the correlation?
Only winners get
Still
gems.
got paid, so what does it matter that he lost?
That's in the
Well, he was
contract.
earlier saying that it wasn't really his fault that he lost. Maybe he's like, you dare to ask me for money when you lost me the boxing
You made
match?
me lose the match.
You made me lose.
Yeah, he's blaming it on him.
Oh my god, dude.
Maybe it was. Shit, who knows? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my dog. I love you. Alright, I love you so much. Such a sweet puppy. I love you.
He's
Like knocking over that final domino. Breaking a bad habit is hard, but to really break it, you have to actively choose to do something different every...
he thought you guys were friends, and so he asked you for a favor, and you get angry at him for asking
Offended?
you. Deeply offended. This is madness.
Not getting the connection.
The idea, like, alone, offended when he messaged. So I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on a loan. I did not have any, like, the idea of supporting him in that way was like not like it was just offensive. It's like, oh, you literally aren't even acknowledging that I lost a tremendous amount of money.
Being a fucking baby, dude.
Fuck you.
Not for
I didn't say
losing the
that.
fight. What the fuck?
But I was short with him. I was. I
Wait,
said,
what?
in
Okay, now
no world.
I'm understanding what he's saying better
on.
now, and it's actually even stupider than I thought.
Interpret it for me.
Well, he's saying, how dare you ask me for money when I just lost my ass on this event? As if that's just something that happened to him passively.
Right.
Like this, like, what a tragedy.
That they didn't crash.
It's so
the play.
fucked up that this thing happened, that I lost money on this event, that I completely mismanaged
passive.
and
He's a
completely ripped
passive,
off a bunch of people who thought their money was going to charity and none of
Yes.
it did. It's like, what the fuck?
Also,
Yeah.
wouldn't the normal response just be, "Hey, money's a bit tight for me right now, so
Yeah.
I'm not
There you
comfortable."
go.
No, this like
Putting out-
angle.
that's like a normal response. It's fine.
All you have to say is just be a normal human being.
Outrageous statement.
I was deeply offended.
Yeah. What the?
Why? You know, and also, just to be clear, he's not asking him for money. He's asking him to be a guarantor. I'm assuming Michael is confident in his ability to pay the bills, right? So he only has to put
Well, like you
money.
said, it's totally within Ian's right to say no.
It's a big ask.
And it's a
Granted,
big ask.
it is a big ask.
And in lieu of losing your ass on a giant event,
It's a big
yeah,
ask.
you could very reasonably be like, listen, I'm
Spearmint maple pepper is like one of the best. I think I'm gonna use that. Black licorice, it's not bad. Crisp mint is great. Raspberry lemonade, or raspberry lemon, I'm not a big fan of. Oh, I have 2 black licorice open. And cinnamon hearts, which is fucking amazing. And spearmint, but I think I'm gonna use maple pepper because that shit is great. I love the maple pepper.
absolutely not in any place to be guaranteeing anything right now.
Totally, and that was a great
Well within his
response.
rights to say that.
Yeah.
But this like angle, like that he did something fucked up to him by asking is crazy.
It's
like what
it's
the?
absolutely
That's
insane.
actually crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
I didn't say that, but I was short with him. I said like in no world would I ever be able to do that.
That is not short. That is incredibly.
It's just rude for no reason.
Yeah.
That is incredibly aggressive and rude. Like, wow.
Because I wanted to express like very clear boundaries. And I
Dude,
did.
You didn't have to be
And
a dick
I don't know
to
how
express
long later it
boundaries.
was.
You could've just said
I
no.
wasn't done being angry.
That's a good point. He says in no world, which includes the world where he's successful and has money and won his fight and everything's perfect. Even in that world, he's
Creator
not giving
Clash
him
2 was a
money.
huge success. They donated $5 million to charity.
Yeah,
And everything
he's
made
contradicting
money.
himself. He just didn't want to give. He just didn't want to help the guy out.
Because at that point, it's fine to ask.
In no
If I
world,
had
though.
known that, I probably wouldn't have bought. I still would have bought it. This guy is crazy. I think he's serious.
Tonight, such a delight, buzzed out of sight, vodka tonight. Gotta
It looks like a Tim and Eric sketch, but I think
all
this
night.
is for real.
It's vodka tonight, start the party right. I'm doing fine, good times on my mind. Things can go wrong tomorrow. It's time to decide before you wake up on the wrong side with the wrong girl or the wrong guy. Wind up asking why. Up all over sky high. It's vodka tonight, such a delight, buzzed out of sight. Vodka
Now he's just got the balls to put it on the internet and put it out there, and he's even got he's even buying.
Buzzed out of sight, vodka tonight. Gotta mix it right, enjoy myself all night. So many choices, like hearing voices. A martini dry, screwdriver with sky. The brand doesn't matter, any kind will flatter. Just pick your flavor, get ready to savor. It will loosen your
What? Vanilla vodka, passion fruit liquor, vanilla sugar syrup, lime juice, passion fruit. That sounds like a sweet ass, like syrupy, nasty.
moves, put you in the groove, to give your love to who you choose. It's vodka tonight, such a delight, buzzed out of sight. mix it right, enjoy myself all night.
I think it's serious. This is like
Oh,
Tim and Eric sketch that they made about people that take this stuff like and put it on public TV like really late at night.
Yeah.
Because technically public TV has to air anything within certain boundaries as long as it doesn't break like laws or it's not like offensive or like having nudity or cursing or something like that, or like racism. Even like some racism they probably still would have to deal with because that's kind of freedom of speech. But as long as you're not like using slurs, I guess. It used to be the fact that if you put in submitted something to be on public TV, they had to put you in a time slot, and so like really late night public TV would have really weird stuff like this, and Tim and Eric made like a whole Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job. They did a whole show like based on that kind of stuff, and so I think this guy's for real. I don't think this is to be a sketch, but God bless him for having the balls to put it out on the internet.
Yeah, about it for sure. But Kate did message me about like a child marriage bill thing, and I didn't pass it along to Anissa. I looked at it and I closed it. So was I being like negligent to that relationship? Sure, but no, Anissa and I don't support child marriage or whatever fucking crazy story that they're spinning. I was just angry at them, and I was like, fuck
Look
you guys.
what
I'm
a
not gonna
fucking
be.
douchebag
Why were you
are.
angry at them?
By your own goddamn. She goes, "Hey man, child fucking brides." He's like, "Fuck these people."
Fuck them. They should have known
I'm
better.
not even gonna show this to Anissa.
So from my understanding, he's mad at them because they asked him to be a guarantor on the loan. And because Michael asked him of that, therefore he could not help her with the child marriage bill.
Well, he also
That's
sounded
what I'm understanding. That's why he did that whole spiel about the loan, right?
He was angry for some reason that I'm sure they didn't even understand why he was so rude.
Well, it sounds like it's because of the
It goes
loan.
like that. It's like
Yeah.
A guarantor, not even a loan.
Yeah.
Kate, she just posted on her Instagram stories that she actually messaged Ian 9 months after Creator Clash 2 about child bride marriage. So it wasn't like right after.
Oh, it wasn't related.
during the guarantor thing. It was 9 months after that. So unless he was angry for years at them, I don't know what happened there.
Could he be pro-child bride?
That's he says he's not.
He explicitly denied that.
He explicitly denied it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, what the evidence shows.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep it factual.
I mean,
okay.
There's talk and then there's action.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't.
He says
but
he
his
doesn't support,
action says
but,
otherwise.
but he is a fan of a pedophile artist. So
Shadman, we know where Shadman falls on child marriage.
That's right.
And they look it up and find out that he was a fan of him, like, well after it was known. Like, they say after COVID, but it was 2021, which is kind of like, there was a resurgence of it. So, it was after the original COVID, but then the next winter it came again, just like the flu. Makes fucking sense, because everybody's inside together. And that's why you get sick in the winter. It's not that's why they called it a cold. They used to think it was because it was cold out, and if you went out and got too cold, you'd get sick. But no, it's because during the cold, people don't spend as much time away from each other outside. They spend more time together inside. And now with the way a lot of things are, people spend a lot more time together inside all year anyways now with technology and shit. But lots of people still go out and do stuff. I'm going out tomorrow with this girl, and that's why I probably shouldn't be up this fucking late. Jesus Christ, it's 5. This is the motherfucker that was making all this. Yeah, that whole defending Shadman thing is disgusting. Dude does lolly hentai with his underage girls, draws porn of underage girls for adults. It's fucked up. Because I don't understand what... Oh, damn it. Come on, man. Does it raise up when I jump, too? It's like a moon orbiting me. Fuck. Drains soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. Oh, so it makes little versions of myself? Is that what it does? Spawn hatchlings for 8 soul each that deal damage to enemies on contact. A hatchling spawns every 4 seconds with a maximum of 4 hatchlings at a time. slowly absorb the limitless soul contained within. Pour soul every 2 seconds. Wow. I don't even know the real numbers for soul. White lady, have I met her yet? No, it's giant tree lady. Well, I can't clip it now, I need a bench, but I was gonna try it out before it. Actually, I'll still do this, but... I wish I was good enough to figure out how to parry the enemy's sword attacks with my own sword, but I'm not. I'm sure some people have gotten too good at that. Oh, there's just money over there. Wait, no, there was something else. I guess not. Whoa, I forgot they spawn 2 of those when they die. Feels so close. I don't even know where she is, dude. I forgot where the lady is. I'm gonna have to look it up. Damn it. I got that for beating the one dude. Oh, that's what I got to use that move. Okay. Where's... Is this it? No, it's not. Oh, here it is. No, that's... Did I not buy it? I thought I bought that key from him. I guess I didn't. This is what it does. But the thing is, it doesn't stop when you go through new rooms. You just keep going until you hit something. Or you can cancel it out, but... I wonder if it hurts anything. Deliver the bottom right corner of Forgotten Crossroads. It's on there. Where is she? off. Still don't have enough. Whose house is this? I guess no one's down the street or up. Been here before, so still don't have enough. Now is she on here? No.
Maribo Uso.
Oh, you surprised me. Hello, come in, sweet evening. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Saluba, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the town folk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes, this is a lovely little village, isn't it? It's warm and intimate and full of life. Sure. What we're talking about? What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own. And you can take one home with you if you like. Lifeblood heart. Have you ever drunk that bright blue liquid? The lifeblood, it's a bit of a taboo, but it makes you feel much better, doesn't it? What does that fucking mean? Oh, it says it. This charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. Does that mean it heals you or it gives you more hits? That Nellula is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little longer? Ho 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 ho. Go on, take this charm home with you. Suddenly your enemies will be within reach. Actually, that sounds pretty nice. Another simple design. This little fellow, very classy. It's made out of a nice solid heavy material to wear it, and you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging. Oh, dude, that'd be so nice to have. Cause I hate like getting knocked off of shit. But it says when swinging. Does that mean when hitting too? Shaman stone. Are you a spellcaster, you little scoundrel? Ho ho, I'm only teasing. If you ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm for yourself. I've heard it will make a spell much stronger. The crystal set in the center is lovely, isn't it exquisite? I've heard that the crystals help you to focus. So, oh, that's the one that makes you heal yourself faster. Damn it. It's 3 notches. You want to wear a lot of charms, don't you? Of course you do. To buy this charm notch and you'll be able to wear more of your charms at once. Alright, so I guess I can buy one. I already have one on. God, I might use that. No, that one that's longer I think is 2. Right now I need... Is this 2 or 1? 2. Which one is the one I wanted? Oh yeah. credit thought. Kept forgetting about these. Oh, let's see here. How do I dash? It's going to her. Oh, I have to stand. Am I running faster than normal? This is the running speed there, allowing you to avoid danger or overtake rivals. Running speed. So is my running speed really that much faster? See, I'll run all the way across and back. Barely faster. Let me do a time trial. I mean, it might help, like, in certain situations, barely, like, maybe in a fight, but I don't think, like, it's worth it. I kind of feel bad for thinking I needed tools, clock, timer, no stopwatch, and start. Damn it, I already said it. Okay, we'll go from the bed and go to these steps. Almost 25 seconds. Come on. I'm using the D-pad for a reason, man. Shit. I don't know. Maybe it is kind of faster. Maybe. I don't know if it's probably just twice as fast, but I guess it is a little bit faster. But when I can just dash everywhere, I don't really see the problem. Damn it, I reset it. The other one was like 24.9 something, so about 25 seconds. And that's 21 seconds, 22 seconds, 21.95. So it saved me 4 seconds over the course of the entire thing. So I don't think it's worth it. It's really not. Is there anything else that takes long? How long is that one that weakens your nail? You got one that takes one. Which one is it? Steady body. Which might be worth it, but I want this I mean, I guess for now I might as well put that sprint one on. And then when I get 500 or 800, I'll come back and buy another notch and use the nail extension. See if that's worth it. If not, I got other ones that are probably worth it. That one might be worth it. That might be worth it too. That might be worth it too. I try not to ever get to that stage. So. Oh, I guess they came back from inside. I get you there. And that's part of where I want to go. These people are with the most money right now. Map update, what? Oh, okay, so oh, and probably the elevator. That was the first time I used it. Hey Matt, what's up? Yeah, you can't sleep. Since I'm going out that girl, I think I'm just gonna try to make a little more money and sleep. I might fight this boss and go to bed after I get this charm that I'm looking at. But I feel really bad because I wanted to hang out with my cousin Jacob earlier, but I forgot that I have my phone back on Do Not Disturb, and I was waiting for it to come. I was waiting for it. That's good. I was waiting for it to come, the chime to come over my headphones, but I forgot I wasn't streaming or using my computer, so my headphones were plugged into my Switch. So I completely missed hanging out with my cousin, and he was just sitting there in live chat waiting for me. I feel bad. Yeah, I'm sure. He's a good guy. He's pretty understanding and forgiving. Yeah, we can go to Discord if you want. I'll go ahead and hop in live. Since I'm already on my PC, there's no reason different in talking in chat and talking on Discord. Oh, I thought those were meals for some reason. What's up, dude? Yeah. Your, like, music you made, you mean? Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Did a lot of shit. Dude, still not dead? Jesus. Yeah, I remember a lot of people still use GarageBand, I think, but I remember a lot of people were talking about GarageBand when it first came out. Like, I think Matt was really into it because he was super into Apple products. Like, yeah. Which honestly, I don't like Apple products, to tell you the truth. Like, not that they're bad or anything, just that they're like kind of overpriced, and their whole thing is like they're supposed to be user friendly and all, but they kind of suck. Oh shit. Yeah. That fucking sucks. Yeah, Phantom. Yeah, dude. I get those too, but dude, I love Android. Like, you can get a cheap. I got a cheap, not a cheap. I mean, it was like $400, but the cheapest 5G phone they had at the time, and I've had it for years now. I have no problems with it, and I love Android as a platform because it's open source. It's right to repair. You can repair your phone and make it really easy for you to be able to repair your phone. Like Apple is just a money-grubbing company, I feel like, dude. They're like horrible for the environment. And I'm not gonna talk about their horrible practices with slave labor because I'm sure Android does the exact same with their phones. They might even be worse. Actually, no. Because when Trump threatened to put tariffs on China, like Tim Cook, which is I guess the leader of Apple now since Steve Jobs died, he was like, well, 90% of our phones are made in China, so that's gonna really fuck up our prices for our customers. Which means like yeah, but I read that too, but I don't think that was the original thing. And it didn't matter. They were getting around the tariffs by, like, I got something from China right after the tariffs started. I ordered a bunch of stuff right before it, but then I got something right after. And they're like, well, it's gonna take a little bit longer because they were just being honest. They're like, we're mailing it to other countries and shipping it from there so that we can avoid the tariffs. Yeah, so they're like, we could send it right to you, but it'll be more, or we can send it through to this other country and it'll be cheaper. So it's up, they were like, basically like, it's up to you. And I was like, yeah, fuck that, send it to the other country, fuck the tariffs. And now they're saying if the Supreme Court rules that the tariffs are unconstitutional, that means the government broke the law, so they'll have to pay back all of the money that we got from the tariffs to the countries, which is a crazy thought. Damn it, you little cunt. Take a hit, Jesus. I hate these little mistakes. That's what they're called. They're called mistakes. And if you're not careful, they can really fuck you up. I'm almost trying to have to go back and buy, damn, these guys are hard enemies to deal with. They like, hella, I hate fighting multiple enemies. Damn it. Damn it. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Oh, now I can't get back up there. I go all the way around. Yeah. Have you seen the videos on my channel? Like, when I stopped playing, get these little bitches. when I stopped playing guitar, I was like really out of practice, but I wanted to still record these songs because before I like stopped playing guitar completely, because I noticed I wasn't playing. I used to play hours every day, but then I stopped playing daily and I started barely playing. So my voice was out of practice, my guitar was out of practice, and I ended up just putting those songs up there, so basically so I wouldn't forget what I was able to do and some of the songs I wrote. I got a lot of hate, but I also got more love than I got hate. So, and the people that were hating on me weren't even hating on me because they said my songs sucked, except one person. In fact, one guy was like, you know, these songs are good, but, you know, why are you putting, like, just basically he was talking shit because I was a mod for Death Noodles. But one guy was like, you know you don't have, you can do this in private, you don't have to put it on the internet. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it must suck to not have the balls to put your creative works out there, mistakes and all. It was because I was a mod for Death Noodles, people were like going to my site and just fucking with me basically. And one guy was like, you know, these songs are good, but you're still a loser for fucking putting them out here. You should have put more work into them. You should have done this and that, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, fuck you. Like, these songs aren't for you. Like, if you don't like them, just fucking leave. You don't have to comment bullshit. Because he wasn't doing it to like give me constructive criticism. He was doing it because he hated Death Noodles and I modded for Death Noodles, so he was just trying to like talk shit on me. Yeah, there was a lot of people doing that back in the day. Yeah, dude. And that's why I was like, man, you wouldn't have the balls to put your work on the line. That doesn't mean that anyone else that does. And there's like this guy that I was just talking about it on my stream earlier. Because I got one of his ads. There's like this older guy and he has songs that he pays to put out on the internet with ads. For his own music, and a lot of people do that, but I don't know if he thought like people would like enjoy his song, and maybe some people do enjoy his songs, but they're literally like early 90s like public access, middle of the night kind of songs, like just real weird shit. And oh, I can invite him, but I'm not going to right now. I'm like, You know, his songs are fucking weird. They literally sound like a Tim and Eric sketch. But at least, hi Tinsy Max. Is that how am I saying? Tinsy? Yeah. How's it going? Just playing a little bit of Hollow Knight before I go to bed. And talking to my buddy. But I was like, even though his songs sound like a Tim and Eric sketch, at least he's got the balls to put it out there on the internet for everyone to hear. Like, that's a lot more than you can say of even good musicians. Some good musicians are too scared to put their music out there. Not letting yourself think that, because you're a really good musician, dude. You were a very good guitarist when I used to listen to you play. Like, you're way better than me. Like, I was more of a rhythm guitarist. I'd say you're more of a lead guitarist. I never really cared about that because, to be quite honest, I was inspired by a lot of people, and I don't like. There's only so many chord progressions, and everybody's got their own signature music that they have in their head. Everybody is born with their own song in their heart. And that kind of determines what kind of music you'll like and listen to more of, what music you'll connect with, and stuff like that. And I firmly believe that it's 100% okay to have songs that sound like other people's work, as long as it's not direct copies like fucking Vanilla Ice and the Queen riff. Like, that was direct copy, whether he realized it or not. And once he realized it, he's gotta be like, well, shit, dude. And it's fine as long as you do if you're like remixing the song, that's different. But to copy a song and then change it to your own, that's plagiarism. That might... Yeah. Maybe that's why you're having those thoughts of it being too much like other songs or whatever. Yeah. songs is a lot of times they would just come to me like in dreams, and it's weird. Like I would have these amazing. I've got one that's one of my favorite songs that I've ever written, and it was from a dream. And I don't have it up on my YouTube, but I could, because I need to write new lyrics for it because I've forgotten some of them. And but I could rewrite probably better lyrics now than I had back then, anyways. And because I still remember the song and how to play it. And it's honestly, in my opinion, I think it's fucking amazing. Like, I have enough songs that I've written that are good enough. I feel I could put out an album. But what I want to really do is write like one long album that's like one long song split into multiple pieces, like the Beatles' Abbey Road. Like the second part of that album is known as like the something medley. I can't remember the name of the song now. Am I died through here? I don't know if I should wait to slide. Wait, why can't I? What is it? Damn it. It's the Golden Slumbers movie. And it's, damn it, I just pulled the filter off this. It's fucking amazing, dude. And it honestly, I think Abbey Road might be my favorite song by the Beatles, or my album by the Beatles. Like, the one that most, like, especially when I was tripping, hit me really deep. Oh yeah, Tenzi, if you want to play this Pokemon game, all you have to do is, you see how I'm doing exclamation mark Poke stuff? You just hit exclamation mark Poke start. And it'll tell you how to start it. But I would write songs just by, a lot of times, just by fiddling around with the guitar, and I'd hear a melody that really resonated with me, and I'd be like, this sounds like my inner song that I have. Like, and what I mean by that is there's like an inner song in me, and I assume it's in most people, not just me, that there's just like a certain set of chords, a certain set of notes that really, really resonate with you. And that's why I say it kind of determines your taste in music and everything. So I don't. Oh, it's a king right there. That's the first 150. I finally got it. And that's why I try not to talk shit on other bands that people like I did when I was younger. I'm like, no, their music is fucking stupid. It sucks. It's like, well, it's just not for me. But that doesn't mean their music sucks. And it's not easy to play music for people, dude. For a long time, even though I was good at it, I had a good voice, and I've been asked to be singers in multiple bands. Like, and I can play guitar pretty decently well as a rhythm guitarist. I was like scared to let other people hear my music, I was afraid they wouldn't like it, but that doesn't mean just because someone doesn't like it that my song is bad. And even if I'm the only person in the world that likes the music, it doesn't mean the music is bad. And it doesn't mean that bad music is a bad thing either, dude, because in real life, it takes like, out of every 100 songs you write, maybe 1/5 of them are going to be good songs. And 4/5 of them, meaning like 80% of the songs you write, are probably gonna suck. And some of the songs that you write that you think suck and that you don't really like that much, other people might really, really love. Like, there's a lot of artists that was like, I didn't want to put this song on the album, but we had to get something else on there, and so that's all we had. Or the producer really wanted me to put that song on the album, and it turns out it hit the charts. And so you never know. And songs that I really didn't like too much are some of other people's favorite songs of mine, you know? And, I feel bad because a lot of people interpret my songs as sad songs, although, I don't think, I mean, some of them might be sad for sure, but, like, not, like, even though they might have, like, minor chords and notes and stuff, that doesn't necessarily mean sad, because a lot of that can, and to me, it inspires weirdness and kind of trippiness. Yeah, actually, lyric writing for me is like, I have no problem lyric writing. I'm really anal about it. Like, I really wanted to say something, but I am, if I had to say whether I'm more of a poet or a musician, I'd say I'm more of a poet. So lyric writing for me isn't really a problem. Yeah, and you can always change it. And I used to wonder, like, how the fuck could you forget your own lyrics to your music when, like, people would request songs from an artist that they haven't played in a long time, and they, like, have to look up the lyrics, or they stumble because they don't remember the lyrics. And I'm like, how the fuck, especially when it's one of your biggest songs, can you forget? It's like, well, the songs that they wrote on their albums are most likely not the only songs that these people have written. They've written probably thousands of songs other than that, even if they're just like really super short ones. And if you haven't played or listened to a song in years, it's easy to forget the lyrics, you know? Like, being young, it's like, it's all, stuff is all fresh in your memory, but as you get older, as I got older, I understood how people can forget the lyrics to this song. I think, and there's a floating version of them. Follies and mistakes, that's what they're called. But when they come at you in like huge numbers, they can fuck you up. Because some float and some are on the ground, so you have to be aware of like above you and your left and right. And I need to figure out how to get the fuck out of here. I can't remember. And then, okay, I go to the right. And then, wait, can I go left? No. Or wait, was there an elevator that I could go up with the cracked wall in here? And I need to go buy some more notches and another thing that I want that extends the length of my sword, although I'll probably end up buying it and find out it's useless, like a lot of things that sound good. Like I'm using one that makes me faster, but it's kinda, honestly, it's kinda useless. I don't know if I like it. Well, how do I get... Oh, I can't get back up there. I have to go... Well, you can kind of turn your office into, yeah, you can kind of like turn your office into your music studio. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Does your wife work too, remotely? Oh, really? Is that how you met her? I think we talked about this, because I did remember who she was. Like, I don't know if I knew her. Was she in your grade? Yeah, that's true. But, like, even if I knew her maiden name, I probably like still remember her. But I feel like I would remember her more. I don't know her either. Are they like rich, or they just couldn't be chasing me? Yeah. Well, I never honestly considered, I kind of considered you like a straight edge kid, honestly. It's like, I was doing hard drugs at the beginning of high school. Like, I started doing drugs my freshman year. Or like the summer of my freshman year or whatever. And like by the time I was 16 and a sophomore in high school, I was shooting up fucking Oxycontins and snorting Oxycontins all day. consider like a straight edge and what other people consider straight edge might be different. I guess those refill whenever you leave the room. I didn't know that. Yeah. So she has before, but she never was a stranger. Does it bother her when... Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how it used to be for me. Like, I didn't like drinking. And I'll still drink, like, a few times a year, maybe. Like, maybe once every few months. But I don't get, like, trash drunk. You know? I never have. Because I've never really liked the way that alcohol makes me feel. There's supposed to be a way to get out of here over here. What the fuck? But I guess... Wait, what? Oh, that was the map. I don't want to hit him with the dream nail because then I'll go fight him again. That guy was a hard fight. Actually, he was kind of an easy fight. Maybe I should fight him. But I just get dream stuff. I'll come back and fight him. I should eventually get sleep because I'm supposed to go out in that girl. I promised her I'd take her to get her nails done for her birthday. And I've never, like, thought, like, I hope she's not expecting to, like, have me spend like a shit ton of money and her get like some super giant long ass fancy acrylic nails. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'll definitely take her to get a manicure and maybe get like her nails done, but like I'm not paying for shit like that. First of all, I think shit like that is dumb. I don't know what the appeal is to having nails so long. Like, it's gotta make everyday life hard to not break those super expensive nails that you got. And, you know, the people that have nails that are like an inch or two long, and like I just think that's gaudy and creepy and kind of gross, honestly. Like, because fucking expensive and they gotta be like, I don't know how people type with them. I don't know how like you get around the fact that your nails are like basically 2 inches long with crazy fucking designs and like jewelry and shit on them, like little gemstones glued onto like rhinestones or whatever, not real gemstones. Although I'm sure there are rich people that do get real gemstones added to them. Damn, how do I get up there? I'm like fucking stuck in this place. So I gotta go up. Yeah, same with me with doing drugs and music. Yeah, same with me, except not to relapse, but like I thought when I got clean I lost my ability to play music. And now I know that's not true. Honestly, I could probably play music better now than I could then if I just put my mind to it. It's just, the problem is like, I felt like the muse more readily when I was like fucked up, and I thought it made me a better musician or whatever, even though it probably made me a worse one. But it did, the thing is it got me over the fear of making art that maybe some people would not like. Like, I wanted to be like a famous artist that every song, every single person liked. But there might be like super mega fans of certain artists that think they haven't written one bad song ever. But every artist has songs. Even my favorite ones, there's songs that I'll always skip and I'll barely ever listen to. So, it's not like, you know, and I used to have like a lot of stage fright, but kind of doing drugs got me over that. So I kind of conflated that with doing drugs made me a better musician, when in fact it didn't. It just made me not give a fuck what other people thought about my music, which is an important part of being a musician, or not caring if people thought I was a bad musician. But if you are making bad music that nobody likes, you do need to take some constructive criticism, you know what I mean? That must have mean they at least liked it somewhat, or they would have been like, no, we don't like that, we don't play that. And I remember sharing lyrics with Matt, and he was like, yeah, they're okay. He never really honestly, I got this feeling he thought they sucked. I kind of got the feeling that the way he talked was kind of like, he was like, yeah, that's alright, man, that's good, but like really his tone kind of was like, that sucks. But him and I have like completely different musical tastes. Like, he's into like super heavy screaming metal and shit, and like I'm into like more poetic, like trippy kind of like really deep writing. Not just about like writing the most heavy, brutal stuff I can think of. Other than maybe the Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're more punk and grunge punk rock. And honestly, now they're like more like punk fusion with folk music, even I'd say. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers are kind of in a league of their own. Like their sound is incredibly unique. They used to be called rap rock, but now they're like, they still do that, but like they also have these like really poetic, really amazing songs that are like, they even have a song called Tearjerker, and a lot of their music is like really emotional, really heavy poetry inspired, and I really respect that, 'cause that's kind of like my musical taste, and that's why I like the Doors so much, and maybe why I might like the Doors more than the Beatles. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to get out of here? There's only 2 fucking places to get out of here, and they're both blocked off by like, it says I can go out right here, but I can't. So it must be this little spot. But if I go up here, I can't get out because this boss broke a hole in the ceiling. Can I get out? And I can't get out by jumping up. And there's supposed to be another hole down here. Do I have to go down through the floor? I mean, how the fuck did I originally get out of here? What the hell? Oh wait, that's the top one. I gotta go down and to the right. Oh, there it is. Jesus, dude. I was jumping over this thing the entire time, and that's the way out. Dumbass. I was like stuck in here, which isn't too bad because it's a pretty big money-making area. But... oh, I thought he was dead. Now I've got a lot of money actually. I might be able to buy 2 notches. Yeah, that one doesn't refill. The other one does. Here we go. So this area was the area that I needed to get out. So what are you doing? Are you think you're gonna stay up till you clock in, or are you gonna try to get another few hours of sleep? Yeah. Why at 7? Like, why not earlier? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh shit, dude. I guess it's already almost 7. Holy shit, dude. I can't believe it's 6:23 already. Yeah. I do that. I forget shit all the time. And it's like, I'm doing a lot better now. I'm getting back to my old self now that I'm sleeping every day, or not every day. Like, I obviously didn't sleep last night, but I'm gonna sleep some today. but going days without sleep because of the heart problems I was having was really fucking me up, dude, like mentally and physically, because I was starting to feel like an Alzheimer's patient, dude. I was like forgetting everything that I was talking about. I was forgetting things that I had said just a minute or two ago, and I was really scared there was something wrong with me. It was because of my sleep, I think, and I was having really, like, my tics and twitches were getting really bad and really noticeable, but now that I've been getting extra sleep, they've kind of gone back to normal, to where I feel like most other people might not notice them. But when I go without sleep, it gets worse, but usually I don't go without sleep for more than a day. It'll just be a day or so, and or a night. It'll be like, so I'll just stay up for a couple days and one night instead of like staying up for fucking like multiple days and multiple nights and not sleeping for like 70 hours or longer. And I was like, one time I was like trying to take my blood pressure, and I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I guess it's like because I wasn't sleeping. I put the blood pressure cuff on my arm, and instead of putting the stethoscope in front of the blood pressure cuff, which is how you take your blood pressure. I don't know if you've ever had your blood pressure taken manually, but I put the blood pressure cuff on my arm, and then I put the stethoscope over my heart, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why can't I measure my blood pressure? And then after like a few minutes, I actually had to look up online how to take your blood pressure manually, and then it hit me all at once, like, what the fuck, dude? I've been trying to take my blood pressure with the cuff on my arm and the stethoscope over my heart. If you could just cut off circulation in your arm and affect your heart, like, the human race would have never survived from evolution. Like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. I don't even know why I thought that would work. Like, and it was so bad that I sat there and tried to think of what I was doing wrong, why I wasn't getting any readings, and I looked it up, and then it all hit me. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not putting it on my arm. Like, I put the cuff on my arm, but like, I'm not putting the fucking stethoscope on my arm. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it really scared me. Like, I was like scared I was getting like early dementia, but it seems like it was just because of a giant lack of sleep. Like, all culminating into me having some serious thinking and errors and issues. And that's why it's more productive. A lot of countries have a 4-day work week, and they're more productive because more time at work is not always better and more productive. Like, maybe if there's something that came up real fast and you really need to finish it, you might have to do that. But honestly, getting good rest makes you more productive. So actually way more productive than a 4-day work week, especially when you factor in overtime. Because it's not people's fault that if they're not sleeping, they're not productive. That's just kind of natural. And yet companies still like try to force as much labor out of the people as possible, and if they need to take a break because it's getting too stressful or too much for them, they're fucking lazy, and they're not hard workers or whatever. It's like, dude, fuck you. Who the hell are you? Like a manager that just sits on their ass all day thinking about hiring and firing people. Like, you're not out there doing the work. Not all managers are bad. I've had managers that get out and help team members with work and hard work, especially if they're having trouble. And there's a lot of really good managers but there's so many people that once they get to be managers, they feel like they don't have to do any work anymore. Yeah. And then they end up getting rid of people that people really like, that they think could replace them one day. They make up excuses, but really they're just scared that they might get replaced because everybody likes this person and everybody's more productive when this person is around. And so eventually, like they would get replaced, or make the manager look bad, so they end up like being really mean to those people and condescending, and they like get fired, and even though they're like one of the best employees there and everybody likes them, the manager might be scared that they're gonna take their job, or that they're after their job, even though they're just there to do their job and work. And the manager doesn't want to give up their comfy position of not having to do work because they think it's beneath them now that they've become manager. But the reason you get paid more for being a manager is because you're supposed to have extra duties and responsibilities. Not so you can sit there and not do work and get paid even more. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's like usually how the hierarchy of a lot of companies end up. But I've worked with some really good managers that are the opposite of that, but I've noticed that's how most managers are, especially in jobs where like the GM or the district manager might be really busy and not have time to be constantly checking up on all their managers. Extremely important. That makes the workforce more productive as well. Yeah. And that's really all we need to ask of you is to get your work done. We don't need you to, like, that's why it's cool they let you clock in early if you want sometimes. Do they let you clock in late and stay late if you need to sometimes? Or do they not like that? Yeah. So it might like flag you if you do that. What? Oh, so if you clock in 6 minutes after the whatever the time is, and if you stay on the clock 6 minutes extra, you get penalized because then they don't want to have to pay you more. Clocking in at a certain time. Yeah. Yeah. Which is like, that's really awesome that they like will look at the time card and see that, and if they ask you, you can just be like, I know I clocked out early, but I still stayed in my job because I forgot to clock out the next day. That means they're not like riding your ass too, and they're treating you like an adult, basically. I hate it when they breathe down your shoulder and act like they know better than you do, especially when someone comes into a company as a manager and has never worked in that kind of business before, and they're telling you, oh, well, you should do it this way. It's like, man, I've been here so much longer than you, and I don't know who the hell told you or why the hell you think that it should be done this way, but I think I know a little bit better than you. And you know what? If you're gonna fucking sit there and breathe down my neck and tell me how to do my job and it fucks up, it's gonna fall on you. I'm gonna straight blame it on you. I'm not gonna take the blame for it. You know what I mean? Because there are like managers that I've had that have never worked in that field or whatever before, and they're like, actually, you need to be doing it this way, and I'm like, why the hell would you think that? No, it's done this way, and this is the best way and the right way to do it, and this is how I've always done it. And they're like, well, now that I'm here, you're gonna do it this way. It's like, well, fine, and the consequences are gonna rest on you. And usually I'll just like go above. I have no problem going above a manager's head if they're an asshole. If they're a nice manager, I'll talk to them and be like, hey, actually, if I have a problem, I'll be like, hey, actually, I'm feeling this kind of way, and I feel like we should change it or do it this way. But if they're an asshole and they're like, no, like super authoritarian, no, we're doing it, it's my way or the highway, I'll just go straight above their head to the general or district manager. I don't got a fucking problem with that if they're assholes. Yeah, dude, and make your work experience borderline torture, or like, productive. Like, bro, you chose that. Don't put that on me, you fucking weirdo. Like, just because you have problems and you're probably scared to go to therapy more, scared to face your issues, don't put that on me. And imagine him saying that to another vet, and the vet's like, actually, dude, I out fucking rank you in the military, and I've got, like, the medals and everything to prove it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're acting like a big badass, and you were probably just a fucking cook. Sweeping the sun off the sidewalk. Like, I hate that, dude. Like, you have to be constantly busy. You cannot sit down and work. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that kind of shit pisses me off so much. Why can't I? Oh, I need 5 more charms to get that. How many can I buy from her? I won't have enough money to buy it, but I think she has 5 charms. Yeah. Damn, dude, that's, yeah. Nice, dude. So it's like a bonus. Yeah. It's like a bad manager. And get the long nail charm. See how much this helps me. Oh damn, I can't even tell the difference. Maybe there's a little difference. I think maybe I can see a little difference. Maybe it's not so much you can see the difference because of your hitbox. Actually, it does seem like it's actually got a longer hitbox. My nail is like a longer, like, I got one that like lengthens the sides of my sword basically, which is actually kind of super helpful seeming, but I don't know if it's enough to make it worth it because it takes up 2 notches. Actually, I'm gonna go back to where I was because that's a really good area to collect money. should be buying, or some more masks. Next time I get, like, money to buy masks, because I need 2 more mask shards, and the guy is selling 2 more, so I can actually get, I've got the notches that I need, so, for the moment, so I should focus on those mask shards. Oh yeah, who's that fucking boss that I wanted to go fight? Where is he? Left. And he's in the dream world, so when you fight a boss in the dream world, you do not lose your soul if you die, which is really nice. And you just end up right outside their body, I think, so you can try again. I can't remember if you have to go to a bench or if you end up right outside their body. Just in case, I'm gonna go to a bench right underneath them. It says I can go up here. And that's where I wanna go. There it is. No, there's no way up. What the fuck? It's a block. Can I break this down or something? Maybe that's not where I go up. Maybe it's over here. Oh, I think that was it. Yeah, it's over here. There we go. Actually, yeah, I think this nail lengthening charm is a pretty good one. I'm gonna go fight this dream boss. He was the first boss I ever fought. So once I get used to his moveset again, it shouldn't be too hard. Although they might have made him a little bit stronger for the second fight, but I don't know. It might just be the same. But you don't get money, but you do get dream essence, like, a lot too. You get like 300 dream essence. So then I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna mark where I need to go. After that, because then I'll probably go to sleep. Yeah, but at least you got some sleep, like somewhere. I don't know how much sleep you got, but that's good. Yeah, that's not a bad night's sleep. Yeah, that makes sense. I have to like, because can yeah. Do you have to stay clocked in, or can you clock out? Do you have to clock back in if you're taking a call? Because I can't. because they would have. Oh, wait, are you on salary or are you on hourly? So that means like if you clock in early and like say you clock in at 5 o'clock, what is that? So you get off at like, do you get a lunch break? Because I mean, especially working from home, you can just eat your lunch whenever you want, you know, and take a little bit of a break. I don't think you should have to clock out for your lunch break. I think that's kind of fucked up. Like, yeah, and I'm not able, like, I had to make this lunch at home. I'm not able to fucking cook a nice lunch for myself or whatever. It's just like a sandwich that I had to make to put in my lunchbox or whatever. If I have to go out to eat, like McDonald's or fast food or something. But working from home is different, I guess, so. Yeah, because there's so many ways to spoof it. Like, people were just putting auto scrollers on and making their mouse move every certain amount, and then they got wise to that, and then it, like, people are always gonna find a way around stupid ass rules like that. And it's like, if you got time to sit and talk to someone, you got time to sit there and sweep the floor. It's like, yeah, but we clean the floor after every shit. Why do I have to clean a floor that's pretty much already clean and that's going to be cleaned at the end of the shift anyways? Like, I hate that fact that you can't just sit there and chill when there's no work to do. Like, you gotta make up work to do that's not even part of your job. Especially if you're in a place that has a cleaning crew that comes in to clean. It's like, why should I be sweeping a fucking room, dude? Like, there's no work to be done. That's not like I'm still here ready in case there's work to be done. Like, I'm not leaving stuff undone. I'm not procrastinating. I'm not, you know, causing a loss for the fucking company. Leave me the fuck alone. I hate that kind of mentality. That's also like a big Marine mentality. Is like, I don't give a fuck if you don't have anything to do. Go sweep the sun off the sidewalk. You know? Because if you're not constantly working and doing something at work, you're fucking lazy. It's like, dude, how long have you, the manager, spent sitting in your chair today, not reviewing reports, not doing anything? Especially now that AI is so big. Okay, I'm hitting this dude with my dream now, vital. Now that AI is so fucking big, they can just, you know, use AI to go over their work stuff and make sure there's no mistakes, so it's probably even worse now than it used to be. And again, like, not saying there's nothing wrong with the manager sitting there and not doing stuff if there's legitimately nothing to do. God damn it. There's legitimately nothing to do, but if they're okay sitting around when there's legitimately no work, why the hell aren't they okay with their employees doing that? It's like, oh, well, you're taking abuse of the company's, like, the company's generosity. It's like, okay, first off, the company giving me a paycheck for work is not fucking generosity, dude. They're doing, like, they could be paying me way more. They're making way more money than they're losing on me doing this. Man, he's kicking my ass already. No, dude, he killed me already. Damn. His hits are hitting harder, too. Shit. I think his hits might be taking away 2 hit points now instead of just 1. Dude, he's not fucking around. I've got no time to heal. I don't know if, like, I'm gonna have time to fucking beat this guy. Especially since I'm tired. Like, that really, like, I do way better on this game when I can think clearly and I'm not so tired. Like, there was this one boss I was having insane trouble with, but once I took a nap or once I went to sleep Jesus, dude. I'm getting killed, like, instantly by this guy. Once I, like, go to sleep and get back up, I'm, like, I fought him and I fucked him up really bad. Dude, I'm gonna fight him one more time. If he fucks me up, like, that bad in the very beginning, I'm just gonna go to bed. Dude, he's using some serious hardcore. I can't even jump over those, dude. Like, I have to stay up here to be safe from those moves. Jesus. I'm like scared to go back down. I got 1 hit point left on. Oh, and I got hit by a falling rock. Yeah, fuck this, dude. I'll do this when after I go to sleep. I'm getting off. I'm gonna say bye to the chat, and I'll say bye to you, dude. I'm not to bed. Alright, love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are all doing well. Peace out. I don't know what I'll stream today or not later on today. Probably later on, but we'll see. Who knows? Peace out, guys.